Hello YouTube. This is my second video of the day. This is actually a response to the Doodle, Do You Doodle by Blunty 3000. I'm gonna say that yes, I do doodle quite a lot, in fact. I wish that I had my old philosophy notebook from high school here, because that had some of the most fantastic doodles I might have ever done in it. Because, you know, back then it was high school, so like break and lunchtime we'd like sneak outside and do some things that we weren't allowed to do, and then come back in and there'd be philosophy class. We'd sit there and be like blah 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 blah. He's teaching and writing stuff all over the place, and I actually got to the point where I doodled so much that I would actually doodle all of the notes that we were supposed to take. And in fact, that helped me out a whole bunch, because then I suddenly had all these pictures instead of boring old notes about so-and-so philosophy. Anyway, as for now, I thought I might show some of the doodles that I do have around. But first of all, I would like to say that you might notice that I'm wearing glasses. That's something that I don't normally do. And that is because in looking for my philosophy book, I found my glasses that I lost 3 years ago and never got new ones. It's not that I need them that badly, but I need them when I'm doing stuff on the computer, because that's what I can't. It's just, you know, my eyes get tired after looking at the computer screen for a long time, and it gets bad and blah, 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 blah. And now I can see this computer screen fantastically. This is fantastic, so you might see more of these in the future. But anyway, some of these doodles. I like these little books here, these moleskin books with the little strap here. You can close it, you know, can't open when it's not supposed to, you know. But anyway, this particular one is from a Knowles trip that I did. Some phone numbers and stuff there. But Knowles, that's the National Outdoor Leadership School. They do some, like, you know, treks or whatever. And last winter, I went on a 10-day snowboarding trip. So this is what this is about. And in here, we had to take notes and stuff. First of all,
here's one of the first things. I got this for Christmas. I got one of those little, you know, model drawing things. So I decided that I would teach myself how to, you know, draw still life. So that there's one, you know. There's a couple more. I don't know what that says. This, all right. This one here, this is my mom. My mom was trying to draw it. This one was me. I couldn't quite fit it on the page, so I had to lean the statue over. Tony the tiger. Decided to give him a little draw. Then decided to take that model, the wood model, and try to make it into a little something more realistic. I don't know, it's not very good. But, yeah. It's my sister's cat, Garble Warbles, as I like to call her. You know, some more things, working on my shading and stuff, you know, blah, 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 bored of that. Okay, and here's some actual, like, getting down to my actual doodle style. You know, we're talking about avalanche info, it says on this side here. Anyway, here I've gotten, and I've taken my doodle thing and, you know, relating it to avalanches. So, you know, I got some avalanche doodling here. You know, there we go. I doodled a Gatorade bottle. It says pee bottle because, you know, I'll explain that. When you're up in the freezing cold and you're living in a snow cave and it's 20 below zero at night, you don't want to go outside to pee, so you have a Gatorade bottle so you can pee in your sleeping bag. It's gross. I could never do it. It just didn't work, like, physically. Like, I would be sitting there 4 in the morning needing to pee really bad, and I just couldn't do it, so I just had to brave the fucking freezing cold and go outside and pee. Some avalanche stuff. It's a snowboard. Not my snowboard. A snowboard. I think I used to have a snowboard that looks like that, actually. This is what you had to do when you're hiking up. You got, like, a little sled thing, and, you know, you got your big backpack, and you got the special snowboard that turns into skis. This is where we stayed one night, in amongst some trees, giving us some protection. This is a little doodle of our kitchen. We built a little cupboard out of snow so we could keep our food in it. And here's a diagram of how the snow cave works. You need a hill. You dig a hole in from the bottom, and you dig a hole in from the top, and then once you meet in the center, you make a chamber that has to be perfectly round, and that keeps the snow from collapsing in on itself. So this is sort of like where we're living, so you get that sort of idea. This is all snow, by the way. It was, you know, a lot of snow. Here's a sort of diagram of multiple snow caves, the second type of snow cave that you have. That might be it for the doodles. Here's a graph that I tried to draw. If you're actually doing these things where you know, up in the snow things, you have these graphs, you gotta do them yourself. I don't have it, I just doodled it in my notebook. Here's a little doodle of a guy going off a jump on a snowboard. That's about that in there. Here's a cool doodle I did while I was waiting for my Wii. Some of you guys might, you know, remember when I was waiting for that. See, there's a little picture of a guy who's got the Wii remote and stuff, and he's sitting on my couch. That's my couch there, you know. And you see, I got this other big book, my scrapbook. This is from a while ago. You know, I've got, here's a doodle of a view from a hotel room I had in Italy. Got like one of those Italian trees, and there's some stuff going on. I don't even know what this is anymore. It looks like there's a house there. And okay, yeah, here's the view from my hotel. This is a color doodle with some, you know, whatever they called. I forget what I did this with, but I had to spray some stuff on it. That's all I know. I think I did it with some pastels. And here is, this is what I mainly doodle these days, is I do these sort of like patterns, and then I color it in, so, but they get a lot more intense with these with the pastels. Normally when you do it with pen, you get like all sorts of really intense like detail in there, you know? Here's another doodle, it's a doodle of a girl I know. And here's a doodle for a film that I was making, call it what you will, is what it's called. I don't have it on YouTube because I filmed it on 16mm. Here's a picture of the Big Dipper that I doodled on somebody's neck apparently. Here's a doodle about a telephone in the world. Apparently I was feeling pretty disconnected from the world at this point in time. This book's from a long time ago, by the way. It's from when I was in like 10th grade. This is a picture from a dream I had. I seem to remember I was flying down here on a bike or something, and there were people below me. I was flying, and there were people riding on a bike below me, something like that. Well, apparently I wrote my college essay in here. What people might not actually realize is what the true meaning of what my college essay is actually about. All I will say is I was on Mont Blanc having an outer body experience. I called it the Mont Blanc experience. Of course, when I rewrote this to submit for my college essay, I omitted certain parts. But it worked. I got into college, so, these things are okay. Here's a doodle. I don't remember doing that. Maybe somebody else did it. Here's a doodle my friend Ariel did in his book here. I have to say, she is a better doodling artist than I am. I think this is from when I was in a play. It says Jack is in a play tonight with fairies. It must have been when I was in A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was in that play. Some more doodling, which, sort of gets into some sort of like 3D doodling, if you look at that from a certain way, I don't know what this is. Some more odd doodles. Some more doodles. Apparently we've got like a cyborg here, a couple more cyborgs. We got a weird turkey, and I guess more cyborgs that is connected to this other person sucking something out of this cyborg's face. Crazy doodle. I don't even know what's going on in this one. Well, I can suddenly see it on the computer screen, but I can't see it in real life. Alright, so there's like a farm here, and it says the farmers. I wonder what, that's interesting. I can't see it when I look at the paper. I can see it in the computer reflection. There's a hayloft, there's something going on up there. There's some crazy person. Damn, there's some crazy farmer. And there's a dog. I don't know what this is from. I think this might have been from when they were talking about how cell phones kill sparrows or something. Probably still do. It's like, also having a similar experience to my Mont Blanc experience because I drew this guy twice. I was having double vision. Double vision. That's great. Pastel doodle. This was not sprayed, and so you see it has come off on the other side, but it actually looks kind of cool like that. Yeah. Turn the page over. And here's this, if you ever been to Central Park in New York, there's like this place where people rollerblade and skateboard, and there's a big thing. I forget what it's called, but it's something to do with music. Anyway, my friend Ed used to skateboard around there, and they used to hang out on this bench, looking at that, and there's him and his friends. The couch that I drew, this is somewhere in Italy. Would you spare some change for a homeless veteran? There's lots of people in New York who say they're homeless veterans. Are they really? Well, they're definitely homeless. We know that much. No, I cannot spare some change for the homeless veterans. Not that I'm a horrible person or anything, but if you give change to every person in New York who says is a homeless veteran, you don't have any money anymore. Here's another weird little doodle.
That's my doodles. Wish that I had more to show you. There are tons more. There are better ones, but anyway. See you next time.